the hormone being blasted out of me, I literally thought there was nothing that would help me. So I got to the stage where I did need to be told what to do, because I didn't know where to go or what to do anymore. Hence, when my friend recommended that I speak to you, I was obviously quite reluctant, because I wanted to do something about it, but I guess I didn't think whatever I did was going to work. So anyhow, having those rules and being told what to do and sticking to it was just, it blew me away, to be quite honest. It was tricky to start with, because it is a lifestyle change, isn't it? You've got to think about things a lot more. You've got to plan a lot more than, you know, I was ever doing. And, you know, logging the food takes practice, but I honestly think I will not ever not log my food now, because it's a rule I have to follow in order to get the results that I want to get. I don't think,
as a sort of self-regulating tool.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just life-changing having something that works and that I feel great on as well. I don't feel like I'm being starved. It's forcing me to eat the right stuff, because you're counting. It's been literally life-changing.
Yeah, and your photos demonstrate that.
Yes, looking back on the
Also,
photos.
all the things you said about how it's changed the way you behave, think, everything as well. So it's not just the photos, is it?
No, it's not just the photos, it's everything. It's confidence. I think I mentioned before that I used to just wear black kind of cover-up clothes. I mean, literally, my wardrobe is like a rainbow now, which has never been like that before. And that must be the confidence thing, right? But I honestly feel like my body looks better now than it did 20 years ago.
Yeah. I've read that about mine too. Yeah.
I'm astonished at the change. I really am. Because you do have it drummed into you that you can never get that back. And I really do feel like I've de-aged myself over the last 7 months, which is such a nice feeling.
Yeah.
It really
So
is.
what do you feel inside you? What do you see on the outside that makes you feel like you're more youthful?
Definitely a massive thing for me actually is the reduction in cellulite, because even when I was really slim when I was young, I was still quite cellulitey.
Yeah.
Massive, huge reduction in that, to the point that there's barely anything there anymore. So that's been a massive, massive deal for me. I just feel more solid. I feel stronger. I don't feel wobbly, which is really nice. So when
As
you're
in like,
walking, you can't feel stuff moving around.
oh yeah, less jangly.
Less jangly, that's a good way to put it. And just generally more confident in myself and happier in myself. It's so empowering to know what to do.
And having had a serious illness, I guess that must have made you lose some faith in your body, did it? Like,
Yeah, completely. I mean, I had some major surgery for a good year. I was being chopped and changed around and um, battered basically, and then I had hormone medication, so literally stripping out every bit of estrogen in my body. So I went from 100 to 0, literally overnight, with regards to estrogen. And it was a shocker. So, you know, I struggled mentally for a while afterwards, because everything had changed for me, and then the menopause hit me like a brick all at once.
how old are
So
you now?
I am 45 now. So I had breast cancer when I was 38. So it was a massive change. You know, I had 2 young kids. I just felt like that was great, getting over breast cancer, and you know, I was very lucky to have that treatment and get over it. But the aftermath of it, in some ways, was worse than the treatment itself that I had. and that seemed to last much longer. So I finally feel like I've gone back to where I was before and more, I think. So it hasn't just taken me back to 38, it's taken me beyond that, is how I feel.
Wow.
So yeah, it's great. And I can't thank you guys enough, because it's actually given me something to follow and focus on. It's been, I feel very achieved.
The bit that blows me away is you've only done Team Shred.
Yeah.
Team Transform? Reset, I mean.
I did, yeah, Team Shred and then the Reset.
So you did a diet and then a maintenance phase on Reset and then another dieting phase.
Yeah.
You haven't even done Team Transform, which is the one that deals with all the emotional stuff, which is the one that usually elicits the biggest transformations. You haven't even done that.
No. No, I think I was so focused on just and committed to it.
Yeah.
You know, I'd put on a little bit more weight over Christmas, and it was just that turning point in January, which is the normal, you know, everyone goes on a health kick in January, don't they? I really meant it this time. I knew I needed to do something about it.
So how much weight have you lost in total?
2 stone.
2 stone. And do you know what your waist measurement is changed to?
It was 38 and it's now 33.5 inches.
And so that's a significant reduction in visceral fat as well. So we know that your insides have to be more healthy as well, your organs. And it's only taken you 7 months to get there. Do you feel like you've hit where you want to be? Have you hit your sort of main goal?
Yeah, I think I have. I don't think I want to lose any more weight. I feel like I'm in proportion. I feel like as your skin gets older, you don't want to look too skinny and, you know,
with your face falling off like
look. You need a bit of meat. But I feel great. I feel toned. I feel healthy. I feel a good size that I can maintain without it impacting my life and not enjoying foods, or, you know, just being sensible and thinking about it, being mindful of it is.
Yeah, just self-regulating, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Everybody really has to do. I think it's the child in us that doesn't particularly want to do that. Like, well, I'm an adult, I can have what I want. It's like, that's a 5-year-old speaking, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's okay to self-regulate. It's not, I think some people think that self-regulation is compulsive and obsessive, whereas actually it's just balanced, as long as it is balanced.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's where I feel like I'm at. I feel like everything is very balanced. And I've got a much healthier approach, I think, to bad stuff like wine. You know, I would happily sit there and knock back a bottle of wine in an evening and not really think anything of it. Probably wouldn't do that quite so much now. Do you know what I mean? That's just, but I still enjoy a glass of wine, which is really nice.
So you're able to self-regulate that as well.
Yeah.
Which is perfect. Yeah. So you're exactly where you need to be and where you want to be. What about your dress size? So you said your dress size kept creeping up. Where's
it did.
From and back down to?
I got to size 16s I was buying, and I've now 10, 12 mark, depending on where I shop, obviously, because they vary so much. But yeah, I've got a few 10s, I've got a few 12s, all my 14s, 16s, had to pack away.
Yay!
Yeah, too loose.
Brilliant.
Which is
love
amazing.
So have you got another goal now, or is your goal just to maintain yourself?
My goal now is to maintain myself. I will not be giving up the weight training. I'm astonished at how effective it is. I used to run, which used to batter my knees. I just can't believe how effective it is, because it doesn't seem like you're exercising. Yet it hurts, but it doesn't seem like you're exercising, which I just find really odd. I always thought you used to have to be dying.
Yeah, out of breath.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's an interesting, it's a different, very different sensation. And I can always tell when people come from a cardio and they've switched to weight training because of the way they weight train. They're like wired when they're weight training. And I'm like, it's not cardio, it's okay.
Yeah, it's so
Right.
different.
Yeah.
So different, and had never tried anything like that before. So yeah, it was really, it's been an interesting journey.
Yeah, you can't really stop though. That's the only thing with weight training.
No.
I don't really ever tell anyone that, but I'm like, sorry guys, because if you don't use it, you lose it.
It's just, it's nice to feel like me again, which I haven't felt like me for so many years now, because there was so much going on, and you know, everything was changing from the moment I got that diagnosis till 7 months ago. You know, my appearance was changing, whether I was putting on weight. I'd previously lost my hair. So it's been a bit of a journey from, you know, what I look like. I feel like me again, looks wise, health wise. Yeah, it's just great. Wow, we've got Kerrie back.
Oh,
So that's nice, isn't it? That's really nice.
really lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kerrie. Thank you so much.
No worries.